and welcome back to another Coaster Cheetah video. In this video, I'll be reviewing Orion, which is a new for 2020 B&M Giga coaster at Kings Island. From the moment that Orion was announced, it received criticism. People began to say that Orion was not a true Giga coaster, due to the coaster only having a height of 287 feet. A Giga coaster is a coaster with a height from 300 to 399 feet. But with the announcement of Orion, it apparently was changed to a height or drop from 300 to 399 feet. Orion features a 300-foot drop, which qualifies it as a Giga coaster. People also complained about the coaster's length, due to it being shorter than Fury 325 at Carowinds. In my opinion, people had their expectations set way too high for this coaster. Not every B&M Giga coaster is going to be like Fury, and although it may not be as good, Orion is a spectacular ride. Starting off Orion's layout, you roll out of the station and climb its 287-foot lift hill. This lift hill looks gigantic and also has a blue light strip going up it, which looks great at night. You then drop down 300 feet into the former Firehawk plot of land. This drop is incredible in the back row. It's the best drop I've experienced on a B&M. Next, you soar into a massive wave turn. This wave turn isn't bad, but it's not anything crazy. Also, I wish they made it face the park instead of away from it. It's definitely not the best element on the ride, but it's still cool to see on a coaster of this size. Next, you go into Orion's turnaround, which doesn't really do anything. It's pretty forceless. I really wish they put in a huge treble clef turnaround instead. After the turnaround, you go into what is in my opinion the best element on Orion. You fly over a speed hill, something that you can also see on Canobie and Mako, but this one is larger and taken with much more speed. You are thrown out of your seat, and depending on where you are seated, you receive borderline ejector airtime. You now traverse over a classic B&M Camelback airtime hill. Unfortunately, this hill is trimmed, but it still gives good floater airtime. Now, this next element is kind of controversial. It's an upwards helix turnaround nicknamed Orion's Belt. I do enjoy this element because of the forces that it provides, but I will admit, you do go a bit slow at the top of it if the ride hasn't warmed up yet. But later in the day, you go pretty fast through it. You then bank to the left while inclining, and then you have my second favorite part of this coaster, an outer bank pop of airtime. This is similar to the outer bank on Canobie, but it's better in my opinion. You then dip down and rise back up into the brakes for one final pop of floater airtime. Orion's ride experience does not feel short, but it definitely doesn't feel like an overly long experience. Overall, I'd say that Orion does not deserve the hate that it gets. It is an extremely fun ride. It seems that more people are starting to appreciate Orion, which is good. My favorite row on Orion is the back, but unlike most B&M Hyper or Gigas, it's pretty close. I've heard people say that they like Orion better in the front, and I don't blame them for that at all. I also love Orion's color scheme. The blue track with gray supports really pop, and match the military space theme. For Orion's score, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Comment down below what you think of Orion at Kings Island, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.